Welcome back to your favorite channel, ODHtv. And in this video, I want to talk about Raquel Thomas, who's played by Patina Miller. She plays Kanan's mother, and it's been said that when Kanan started working with Breeze, he turned into the monster we all know and love from the original Power series. I disagree. I believe it was his mother. She was the one who groomed him and turned him into a savage way before he met Breeze. I'll be backing up a lot of my comments with clips from the show, showing that the Raquel Thomas character is a true narcissistic psychopath, not a sociopath like some might say. There's slight differences between the two. If she didn't torture him with the lies, the mental manipulation, and the PTSD from the things she told him and had him do, his mind would never have been in the correct state to be able to accept the tutelage of Breeze. So before I get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And let's get back into it. So we start off light with something that happens to a lot of us when we're young, but when you couple it with everything else that's happened, it turns into something different.
What happened?
Tyson and Anton jumped me for my money.
How they know you had it? I told you not to show nobody your money.
Didn't show nothing.
You talking about it then? And you gave it up.
They beat me down.
Don't get me wrong. I know she loves her son, the only way a psychopath could. But there's also vanity at play here, as she makes Kanan go back out to the park to go get his respect back.
We're going back to that park.
This example is very light. This is even something that happened to me when I was about 9, 10 years old. And my father said pretty much the same thing Raq said to Kanan, but it wasn't coupled with everything else I'm about to show you. So with his mother telling him, you either got to deal with me or deal with that kid, Kanan gets up his courage and she stands there and makes sure he puts in the right amount of work. So after that, we have a time jump, and Kanan is a few years older now. So for this next part, we have to remember that while Kanan was growing up, he was living with two of the biggest drug dealers ever in Queens, DEFCON first and then High Post. And you know there was a lot of knowledge about the game being talked about in that house, and they had to be teaching Kanan whatever they could get him to understand. Kanan has definitely learned a lot already and seen a lot already in order for this to happen this easily.
Who shot him? Me or you?
But what stuck with me was Kanan's reaction afterwards. This reaction. This is not a normal reaction, even for a kid that's pulled the trigger. He walks over to him and he's like scared and like almost fascinated, but he won't leave. This is a kid that shoots somebody and is watching this guy take his final breath. And just on a side note, Raq has one of the prettiest evil smiles you'll ever see.
We're the only game in town now, Kanan. It's just us. And we got shit on lock. Beautiful thing is, Powerbook can't see us when we up in the buildings like this. But we can see them. From miles away.
When we going home?
Your uncle's gonna be crazy happy to see you, baby.
She's all happy and giddy, showing her son her new crack house with that same smile, that evil grin. And Kanan doesn't even want to be there, so she's forcing him to take this tour. But this is the part that got me. Forget Kanan's confused self. Watch Raq, this whole scene.
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna get you something right after this.
He still wants to go home. These people here, they know she's a monster. They know her. Kanan's still trying to figure it out. He stayed confused. Look at her just with that evil smile. Like everything is everything.
Why didn't nobody else get home?
Gotta ask them.
No, he's asking you. But look at the rest of this. Dope fiends. This is Kanan seeing this type of thing for his first time being in a crack house. and understanding that this is his mother's doing. To showing the pretty girl that's not pretty anymore. What goes through a child's mind when he sees things like this and knows that his family, his mother, the one he loves, is the one responsible? Look at Raq. She plays such a dope character. He's looking into this room, he's seeing a pregnant woman. He's seeing a lot of people that shouldn't be there. This young guy who could possibly be working, but that thing got him hooked. And there's his mother. Look at that smile. Like nothing has happened, like this is just a walk in the park. Kanan looking like he about to hyperventilate. And myself, just like you, love all these characters. But this is not normal behavior. As you see, every time Kanan decides to stand up like he's figured something out and he wants to talk about it, if Raq doesn't think he's on her page, she knows exactly what to say to get him right.
Threw me in the stash to keep me off the street. You put me on ice.
That's exactly what I did. Just know that I started the same way, Kanan. With DEF CON, your daddy.
Not his daddy. Mind manipulation at its best. Let's go.
Def had me do the same thing. Sitting on the stash, watching TV all day long, and it was boring as hell. But he did it for 2 reasons. First off, he did it because I was pregnant with you, and he didn't want me out there fighting off junkies. But he also did it to see if I would follow orders.
And that's the point she was trying to make. She got to make sure that he understands he has to follow orders. You not thinking for yourself while you with me.
DEF CON was smart as hell.
That was your father. And he knew that to be a good leader, you also have to know how to follow. You have to know how to listen, to learn, to accept your role, put in that work.
All of this is tying into his grooming. I keep stopping these videos for 2 reasons. One, because if I play it for too long, YouTube is going to make me take my video down. But the second one is so that you understand this is a child. This is not yet OG Kanan from Power. Now she's going to tell Kanan she's going out, but he can have a friend come over and sleep over. And then she recommends D-Wiz, the kid who she has plans to murder in a few hours. And later on, she's going to tell him.
One, you can have a friend sleep over. What about D-Wiz? Sure he wouldn't mind getting out the projects for Nate? Or the bootleg of New Jack City today? You two can watch it.
And watch what she does when Kanan asks her why she's all dressed up.
What you all dressed up for?
I'm having a night out. I love you more than anything or anyone squeeze. You know this.
Kanan always has that confused look on his face when he gets done talking to Raq. Her and Marvin share that same trait where they can be whoever they need to be for whoever they need to be it for.
How about you and I go pay respects to D-Wiz's mom? It's important at times like this that she feels supported. We all gotta look out for each other.
She's saying D-Wiz's mom should be supported because she doesn't want any blowback from any of the civilians talking to the police.
Yeah, it's not still waters. He restored my soul. He leaded me down.
Look at confused Kanan. He knows something is wrong. This don't seem right to him. He's never seen his mother do this before because it was never anybody close to him that got murked. But she's probably done this 1,000 times. Let's move on as these examples get more and more crazy.
Why everybody always telling me what I don't know? You've been playing me, ma. One day I'm in, next day I'm out. One day I'm on the stash, next day I'm out after school with your man. You told me you was gonna show me how this works. Teach me the game. Instead, you just been playing with my head.
What you want, Kanan?
And now she's getting ready to teach him how to cook crack.
This might be the stupidest shit I've ever done as your mother. And Lord knows I've done some stupid shit.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
No, Mom, it's good. It's good. I didn't notice he said that until I rewatched it. I just thought that was funny. It's good. I should learn crack. All right, move on.
First thing you need to know is what we're doing here is a straight violation. You don't never cook where you sleep.
There's absolutely no question that she loves this boy. But when she looks at him right here, when he puts this on, it's like she just knows. This is not gonna go right. But she can't help herself for how she is and the types of decisions that she makes.
I don't know, I feel like we shouldn't be here doing all this with everything that happened to him in the hospital.
It ain't about wrong or right. Life keeps moving, Kanan. Can't stop, won't stop. Not for us, not for Scrap.
It's the little small things she says that add to the manipulation, that add to the trauma and the weird moral code that they live by. Because she says it's not about right or wrong. She's teaching this kid that he doesn't have to have remorse for whatever decisions happen. Business is business. You can't worry about the small stuff. Now, she's already told Kanan that she's had D-Wiz taken out, which leads us to this scene here.
I did what I did.
You ain't gotta say nothing else. I get it. I wanna help. I wanna help you. Just let me know what I gotta do, Ma. I ain't going nowhere.
Got him. Now she knows she can start using him the way she uses Marvin and Lou. This has to be the craziest part of his training. It's like you have reached the final stage of your training.
Like I showed you before, don't pull the trigger. You gotta squeeze it.
2 hands. Strong hand on top. Extended fire.
This is this kid's mom, and this isn't self-defense training.
It's Glock 17, semi-auto 9mm, clip hole 16 with 1 in the chamber. No mess with 22s, they're just BB guns. 357 only good in the movies. You buck that shit off, the police in Jersey will hear you.
I know I keep beating this into the ground, but this is his mom. He's a child, and it's not self-defense. She's teaching him to do a hit.
Glock's for real work. When you place someone down, you gotta make sure they stay down.
So we know what he's being trained for. He's being trained to take out Detective Howard, who is actually his father.
Hit a nigga twice where his heart beat at. And once where he used to think.
What?
I'm about to ask you to walk up to a man, look him dead in the eye, and put him on his back for good. I mean, mother, and I'm asking you to kill a man.
Do I need to go any further? I mean, even at this point, he's so far gone, there's definitely no turning back. But it keeps going.
The man you're gonna have on the other end of that barrel is trying to take everything from us, Kanan. Everything we love. Everything we will love. And this ain't some shit where you running up on a corner and you spraying some fool. It's up close and personal. It's gotta be.
And keep in mind, she hasn't told him who the mark is.
And it's gotta be you who pulls the trigger.
And it's gotta be you that pulls the trigger. This is why when he gets there, he's so confused. Because it's like he's seeing Detective Howard, who's been telling him he's his father. And I think Kanan was sensing that, you know, this might be some truth to this. That's why he went to his mother with it. Now she goes on about a 2-minute monologue that's fantastic. Fantastic manipulation of this young boy. It's really his final stage of training. If you don't remember how masterful she was in this scene, you got to go back and watch it. But the icing on the cake for his transformation was when he thought he was stepping up as a man protecting his family by taking out Ronnie. His mother was like, okay, but watch this. And just takes out my man's father. He don't know what to do or what to think. And she's just looking at him. Look at the face. But watch this, because this is how she feels about Lou, Marvin, and Kanan.
Let me make this shit real simple. I own you, nigga.
I need you to squeeze that fucking trigger tonight and save me, baby. I need you to save all of us.
Side fact, you ever notice the music they play every time she's manipulating one of them? This is the music they play. She stayed leaving cats confused. Look at them faces. All right, but let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, you know, this is way before Breeze. There's no way, if he didn't go through all this, that he would even be able to be the person he was in OG Power. I don't think.
Diamonds dancing on my neck, pull up all black. Told you meet me where you at, never call back. It's you or more like a beauty queen, what you do to me? A heavy heart like a fan.